Okay, so whatever you're doing, make sure you're choosing it, right? A lot of people end up doing things and they realize that, hey, I don't know how I ended up here. How did I end up in this job? How did I end up in this situation? It's not my choice. And once you have that awareness, now you actually have the ability to make new choices in life and have power. And that's how you take your power back. So a lot of life is learning how to use your power and to take your power back and to use it for good, for yourself and for other people. So I was talking to a friend who's telling me about a situation, thinking about a job change, not really sure what to do. And basically what I said to him and kind of the conclusion that we came to was that, like, hey, if you are aware of the fact that you're in this situation and you kind of just ended up here because you weren't really thinking or directing your life through making your own choices, then the outcome of that is now you have awareness. And the core of awareness, consciousness, bringing consciousness into being is basically where you start to have more power around choosing the opportunities in life and choosing what kind of life that you want to create and choosing the experiences and choosing having power over the actual experience of life. So every second of every day, you are choosing the experience that you're having. So the question is, how are you reacting or responding to the things that are happening around you? And what is the experience that you're creating? Because giving the power away in any circumstance to saying, oh, this person did that and made me feel this way. No, it doesn't matter what happens outside. What matters is what are you experiencing and what are you choosing to experience? And so whatever you're experiencing, whatever you're choosing to experience, it is your choice. It's not anybody else's choice what you're experiencing. So assigning away power to other people or other things or other objects, circumstances, whatever it is, that robs you of power. And it's also a low consciousness way of being. So when you start to raise your consciousness, you start to raise your awareness of what's happening in your world, in your reality, in your universe, you have the ability to choose whatever it is that you want. So if you think about it, your life, you're here in this experience of life, in this experience of the world, and you have the ability to choose literally anything that you could want. And most people end up choosing something that they think they want, but they don't truly want it. And the reason that happens is because they're receiving feedback and ideas and information from places that are substituting their consciousness, right? So like if you watch a lot of TV or movies, and I'm not saying it's bad or wrong or don't ever do it, but you know, what I am saying is that there's a lot of ideas that are implanted in your mind through media, through movies, through television, through music, and these ideas are not yours. And so what happens is that people start to take them on as ideas. And a lot of people, you can experience this like in a relationship, say like a family member that wants you to do something specific and you don't necessarily want to do it. They want you to go to med school, right? They'll have this experience with certain types of parents, right? That are like, we want you to go to med school, we want you to go to finance, we want you to do this, right? So they go ahead and do it, but it's not aligned with their soul. And so they just follow that path because it's just what they were told to do. And they end up in a place and they realize 10 years down the line that, hey, I'm somehow in this place that I got here through some level of unconsciousness, because they were not conscious or making that choice consciously for themselves. And then what happens is you start to have an awakening and you start to have awareness, you start to have consciousness growing in your awareness that tells you, hey, this is not for me, or I wish I was doing something else. I wish I was doing this. I wish my life was this way. I wish I acted this way. I wish I could experience this. And then you start to realize that, you know, hey, if you are experiencing something that you're choosing it. And so let me break that down, right? Because that could sound kind of funny, but no matter what is happening around you or in your life, you are choosing that experience in every moment, down to every minute detail. You are truly choosing how you experience everything. So make sure that the choices that you make are really your choices, that you're truly the one choosing them, because once you start to take your power back, a lot of this is about taking back your power. Once you start making those choices and realize that you have the power to choose, you are the one with the responsibility. You are the one who owes it to yourself to make choices that will make your future better. This is the beginning of true power. And that's why I say consciousness and having a high level of consciousness and awareness is so beneficial and important to being able to choose your reality wisely. Choose wisely. Choose wisely, because it is truly up to you. So the other side to that is basically that you need to have a very clear direction, a very clear understanding of where it is you're going and what it is you're doing. The more clarity, the better. The more clarity around what it is that you're creating, what it is that you want to accomplish, what exactly you want to have, then that aligns with raising your consciousness level, right? So raising your consciousness around what exactly you have, what exactly you want, what exactly you're creating. And the more clarity and the more consciousness that you can bring into your vision, the more possibility, the more ability that you develop to actually create it and manifest it and make it a reality.